Yeah, yeah. Family first, some friends don't last. Hey, do they understand your worth? Do they give you a hand when it's worth? Greatness is in my roots. I can't wait to plant my seeds, expand my family tree. I'm here for y'all, I cannot leave. Without y'all, I cannot breathe. Still trying to be the man y'all need. Watch me grow, just like blood can't stop my flow. He know my name, but he not my bro. As far as I know, I don't got no foes. Let me say this in advance. I'm gon' eat, but I only plan to be at the table with my fam, and that's my word. How could I even have the nerve, yeah, to forget to put my family first? Try to step to me, you make it hurt. You gotta get through my family first. Yeah, that's my word. How could I even have the nerve?
JDILLI860. Anyone else who wants to cash at me, feel free.
Oh, yeah. Word. Alright, motherfuckers, it's Inappropreality episode 59. Well, shit. Shout out our sponsors. We forgot to do it last week because niggas was fucked up. Shout out Haiku. I was at the crib the other day. We was talking about an upcoming event. We'll let you know what's going on with that. Shout out Isaiah, Jerry's Cheese. Hit him up, put his logo on anything. He does banners, did these 2 banners, did our logo, did a bunch of shit. So
Isaiah, get me a different color shirt, bro.
yeah, we do need a bunch of those ones right there because people have been asking for them. So we need
one purple shirt.
We need some.
Come on, man.
You got some shit coming from me right now, man.
For real?
I don't give a shit what's coming
Team
from
for love, man. Team for love.
Weird.
Autism awareness, you know what I'm saying?
I figured.
Definitely got a pack coming.
We got a bunch of shit we've been working on. Actually, I seen some new designs that we're doing, some team shit for other players and other teams out there.
Big shot. Those shits are way better than bullshit you've been getting.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, when you outsource, that's what happened. When you outsource, nigga, you supposed to keep
the other shit that, the other jerseys and stuff like that he's been putting out is better than your shit.
Nah. Nobody's better than our shit.
I think so. Where that ashtray?
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers in your crew,
Isaiah got some dope shit.
Motherfuckers in your crew not wearing Dilly Gang? Who you ride with, and they just don't wear your shit.
Nah, yeah, everyone wants the Dilly Gang.
Come on, now.
You see, this ain't Dolce & Gabbana either.
Talk that talk.
Hey.
Talk that talk.
Word. This week we got the fucking owner of this bitch. The fuck?
Hey.
Word. J Dill, what's good? How you doing?
I'm straight. Good.
Word.
Good.
Shit, how long you been doing this shit? How long you own this spot?
This spot,
Another cup. Ashtray.
probably got it in, I want to say 4 years ago. I've had this 4 years or so. But for the first couple of years, I was just sitting on it. I actually rented out the rooms to other people because I had the spot in Chicopee. But to bring it back, I first got a commercial, the store front that's up for rent right there. We had that joint first, and Halloween of 2010 was the first. Was when we moved in.
Weird.
I was like 22.
That's fire.
I was graduating high school and shit. Shout out 2010.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Don't do
good.
that. Don't do that.
Why you gotta punch out my fame, brother? You niggas shout out my year, my nigga. Stop hating, brother. Damn.
2010.
Back to what you was talking about.
You coming hard as game.
Classify yourself? Because I know you're a man of many
Classified. Yeah, I got. It basically depends who I'm talking to, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I do everything.
Talk that talk like what you
I do produce, I make beats, record, mix. I'm an artist. I do my own graphics. I've even edited my own videos. So I'm trying to get more into the video thing too, because I've been seeing a lot of videos and shit. Like when I'm mixing shit, I already see the video. Like I'm chopping it up, I'm doing the drops and shit. So I'm like, I'm seeing how it should, and I see motherfuckers fucking it up too. So I'm like, I set you up right there. What the fuck you doing? Did a dope ass drop and you just the video playing. What are you doing? Like,
with all of those hats, which hat do you like to wear the most?
I mean, I don't mean to sound like a Kanye, but I feel like I'm in a class like that. You know what I'm saying? I could do everything. Like I could do, you know what I mean? I'm an artist. You know what I mean? You guys have heard a little bit of my shit. But, you know what I'm saying? The beats. It's just that, you know what I mean? When I started, I guess to bring it back, I first started, I was a musician. I was a guitar player. So I started playing guitar when I was like 11.
Ask that.
And then I got into rap shortly after. Like the first album was We Are the Streets, Guess Who's Back, 50 Cent, and fucking Legend of Liquid Swords.
Dilly Gang.
Yeah.
So it's been Dilly Gang since day
Yeah,
one.
so I was like, I started smoking weed around that time too. When I was like 12, so I started like,
Real ratchet
you know what I mean?
shit.
It all came together. It all just formed together and turned me into who I am, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I started making beats when I was a senior in high school. I copped a laptop for graduation. I actually went to University of New Hampshire for a semester. I was gonna go to be a music teacher, but like a month before my graduation, or like probably 2 weeks before my graduation, my best friend had died in a car accident. So I was like, had me thinking about life on a whole different level, like, you know what I mean? So I went up to the school because I got accepted. I got a scholarship too, and I was like, it's a D1 school, and I had like failed 2 classes my senior year, so it was like,
Where'd you go to high school?
Enfield High, right here. So yeah, I grew up in Enfield my whole life, Tiva, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I went to the college and I was just up there. I had brought some weed with me. I brought like almost a QP and some Piff back in the day. So that was like, I spent all my bread and I came up there.
Piff back in
know,
the day.
what's that
Key words.
shit?
And,
Fuck all that loud shit now.
Yeah,
Piff from
yo.
back in the day was
Yeah.
different shit.
I'm sure. I'm so awesome.
Some drip.
I brought that up there, smoked it in like a month, and was just like, I was basically probably depressed and just thinking about like what I really wanted to do in my life. So I moved back home. My father's like a contractor, so I built all the studios in here too as well. So that's another thing I do. I build studios. You want a booth? I got you.
That's real shit.
But
That's real shit.
so I came back, stacked up some bread, and then I went to New York to go to school out there for engineering and production. And I went to this school called IAR, it's Institute of Audio Research. They had shut down since then, but you know what I mean. And then I just learned the basics of engineering. I had already started making beats and recording my boys. I already bought Pro Tools, had no idea what to do with it. I bought it. I was like, yeah, I got Pro Tools, and then I like, okay.
That's the first.
I fucking loaded up
first
an
step
audio
to being
track.
hungry in this
Nigga.
music. Buy
Sounded
Pro Tools
crazy.
and not know what to do with it. That's
Yeah.
the first step to being hungry.
So I went to school and learned what shit did, and I learned like basically what a compressor is, what this is, what that is, and got a good knowledge of it because I really wanted to learn. A lot of people were just going because they wanted to do shit in the music, but they didn't know where to go. So I really learned, and then after that, I got an internship at Puff Studio. It's called Daddy's House. So that was in like 2009. I was there for like a year and a half just as an intern. I was making $40 a week.
You like cheesecake?
Stipend. Yeah, like that was a joke. I was actually on one of the shows, and you can look it back.
Nigga.
It was called. He had a show called I Want to Work for Diddy.
Yeah,
It was that one. I Want to Work for Diddy, and we was literally in the studio. They're like, all right, you gotta mess up the studio. They're like, rip up a bunch of paper and throw it on the ground. So we ripping up mad paper and throwing it on the ground, and then the people come in. We're like, you know, when sessions are running, we still gotta clean, but we can't use the vacuum. So we literally, all these people are cleaning up fucking little pieces of paper. Like, you know what I mean? But one thing I will say, like Puff, all that shit, like Holmes is a real ass dude, and I modeled this shit after him, and like, just, what you see of him on TV isn't like real. You're starting to see more of the real him now. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's more like relatable and like, you know what I mean?
On
Empathetic.
social media, everybody
Empathetic,
more reachable.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
see motherfuckers really.
Yeah, but back then you looked at Puff like, oh, he's an asshole, and he did, you know what I mean? But yo, on some real shit, Holmes is a smart ass motherfucker.
He's a brand.
That motherfucker would he'd make a song, and like have a producer do it. He'd have 3 more producers come in and remake the beat, and then he'd take this part of that one, that part of this one, this part of that one, put it all together, and, you know what I'm saying, kill it. Like over there, I got like a good exposure into the game, like of what it was. I was making boom bap beats when I went over there. My favorite rapper was Cormega. Like,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I went from that, and then it was around the time where they were making that Dirty Money album, Last Train of Paris. So I was like, that was like a whole different level to me. I was like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? Like, I'm like, I love music. I just want to make money off this shit. I want to do whatever I can to make music. I'm a producer. I can make any type of beat. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna ask you if you always wanted to do this, but it obviously,
Yeah.
like, obviously.
I had the vision young. Like,
Name some of the names of other people you actually like
worked with.
Yeah.
So I spoke of the Dirty Money. The chick Kalina from Dirty Money. She was one of them I got to record. I actually got to record G-Dep. You don't know G-Dep? Before he went to jail. It was like right before he went to jail. Holmes was like dusted out of his mind.
Oh
Crazy.
my God.
He had a special delivery.
Yeah. Yo, but that ass Holmes is one of the most crazy talented persons I ever seen. Like, I'm listening. So he shows up at the studio, and Puff takes him in because, you know what I mean? But this dude's fucked up, and you can tell his boys with him are fucked up too. Like, something's up with them. But he puts us, he's like asking, who's got a recording setup? Who's got a recording setup? I had my laptop, inbox, everything, mic, everything in my backpack at all times. At all times I had it in there. So fucking, I'm like, yo, I got my setup in here. They're like, go in the lounge and record. So we fucking recording. He hears the beat one time. He's like, all right, stop it. He sits there for like 5 minutes in complete silence. And he's like, all right, let's go. Spits down like a 32-bar verse. Like, not even messing up and shit.
I thought this nigga Duke kid.
Like, yeah, that shit was crazy as fuck. I could tell something was up with Holmes. Like,
now it's locked in.
Yeah, shout out Duke in the back.
What up?
and that was like one of the only times I really got that was one of the 2 times I really got to interact with Puff, because they tell you don't even talk to him, don't say hi, like you're an intern behind the wall, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people fuck that up and they'll kick you out the studio right then and there, like, yo, get the fuck out.
Yeah, most places interns don't even get the 40.
Yeah, exactly. So I got lucky because I went pick the 11 p.m. to like close. I was the only person there a lot of the nights, like in Biggie's studio, like Studio B, like Biggie. If you go to video of Biggie in the studio, in his studio, it's that studio. Like I'm in that studio, like standing in the same place Biggie's standing. I'm like, shit's crazy. So like then Puff comes in, right? I'm on my laptop, an old ass iBook. I had got the iBook before they made the MacBook. This was right then, like literally month before. I bought my shit early. I had my grandfather bought it for graduation. He bought it for me. A month later, the MacBook comes out with the camera on it and shit. My shit was like big, white, chunky thing.
Fuck, did I spend this
Yeah, I
for?
was pissed, but I was like, fuck it, I'm making beats and I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it on there. Puff's like, yo, let me hear that. Let me come in and hear it. So he puts the headphones on and I go to play it. My shit's the beach ball of death, like spinning. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So it's just spinning. I'm like, you know, because I've heard, like, yo, if Puff tells you press play, you press play, and you don't play, like, he'll kick you the fuck out. Like, I've heard horror stories, like, so I'm like, yo, he's like, he's like, chill, bro, chill. I see what you're doing, like, I see where you at, I see you're under pressure, like, relax, I can wait, restart your computer, and I was like, oh, shit, that was, like, my first interaction with him. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool, so I restarted my computer, Holmes chilled there, and then played that shit back, and was like, whatever. You know what I mean? He probably said some shit to him like, yo, that shit's hard. I need 3 more. You know what I mean? And just left. You know what I'm saying? Holmes is always just high energy and shit. But I got Heavy D before he passed. I was in the studio with him. I didn't technically record him, but I was like in the room, interning with him.
The experiences.
The dude Ness, a couple of dudes from Day 26.
He was one of the better.
Gorilla Zoe. Gorilla Zoe. Holmes is cool. Holmes a humble ass dude. He's cool as fuck.
Gorilla Zoe. He cook now too.
Yeah, something's up there. But who else up in there? I met J. Cole in there. That was baby. Puff had him in there fucking for like a whole week, just writing. Holmes probably got like 50 songs with Puff that just never came out from back then, or at least verses. God. Because Holmes was in there for a straight week. I didn't get the opportunity to record him because and another intern did as well. I was like, damn, because I was like the top motherfucker over there, like for a little while. Like I was the one that they all requested. Like I would do a session, like they would tell me to do a session, then they would start requesting me, and I would be like, nah, we can't because he's only an intern. Like I'd be like, nah, we want John. There was this one producer named Rob Holiday. He made like Sexy Canine for Ray J. He was the Young Berg's cousin. Or some shit, you know what I mean? Hitmaker or whatever. But Holmes was like going crazy, like I'm gonna boycott Bad Boy if y'all don't hire John, da da da. And I had and then like a little while after that, I had a meeting at HR, and they're like asking me what my role is over there, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, we gotta let you go, like, you know what I mean? I was doing like over 40 hours a week, and I was getting paid $40. Like I could have probably sued him if I would, like, not that I would. I learned so much. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I got my template from Puff's engineer, like. His main engineer, Matty Testa, like, and that shit was just, I don't know, that was an experience. But that was my way in the game. I was like, okay, I started getting good at the engineering. I'm like, okay, I could do this. I could engineer. I make beats too. I'm gonna get better at my beats, and then maybe eventually, you know what I mean, the artist thing. Back then I was rapping too. I was like, I'm on a whole nother vibe now. Shit's
why don't engineers get love?
Engineers that got the shittiest end of the stick, because they don't get, like, producers get, they just get paid their hourly rate. They just get paid their hourly rate,
The
and then
engineer is not shit.
What'd you say?
Without the engineers,
A real
nothing.
artist that fucks with their engineer is gonna give their artist, their engineer publishing. You know what I'm saying? Like on every track they do, they're gonna give them publishing because that's residual income. Your kids are gonna eat off that. Your kids aren't gonna eat off a fucking $200 session like for the rest of their lives. But like a producer's kids are off making the beat. But their role is maybe more important than the producer at the end of the day. Engineer is an important role. Like people underestimate it, but you know what I mean. It's to have a good engineer that really knows your sound and fucks with you. It's gonna catapult you that much quicker because consistency. It's another consistency thing.
Alright. You guys ever been out with a chick and been having the time of your life? Like I mean, like the absolute best time of your life, and then your girl called.
Wow.
I was like, you're cheating.
Nah.
Black man.
Nah.
The girl calls.
Nah, nobody. That's never happened to nobody
Black man
before.
cheat,
Yeah, I mean,
I
probably.
don't understand what you said. Like the first part sounded like English, but then it just.
Got real gibberish.
And then your girl called.
Huh?
Nah.
Yeah, that's why you gotta have her name saved something different. You know what I mean?
I'm joking. Wow. No, he's not.
Type of shit y'all do.
Be like, oh man, that's gonna be
Shit on the state, right?
Speaking of girls calling, we got it from a reliable source that the person who called the cops on the party after the initial thing.
Yeah. What about it?
Just saying.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What
Pretty
happened?
fucked up.
Yeah, it is pretty fucked up.
Oh, y'all had a pool party or something, right? Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
And then the cops got called on
Some
some other
lady who
dumb
used to
shit.
live in that house called the cops on us.
That used to live there?
Yeah.
Did they even do anything? Or was it
Oh my god,
Did you
man.
say? You say?
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, come on. Shit. Who do you
Wasn't
listen
very
to?
nice.
Alright, wait, who do you listen to?
Right now, the last albums, I can show you the last albums I downloaded were St. John,
Thank you.
Young Thug,
Thank you.
Listen to Young Thug.
The Quality Control. Yeah, I fuck with Young Thug.
Cowboy.
Cowboy. I like the Cowboy. I think the Cowboy album's like might be one of the best albums of the year, honestly, in my opinion. Yeah, I can listen through to it, like, pretty good. I fuck with him.
How do you find time to listen to music?
It's in the car, but a lot of times I don't listen to shit in the car. I just decompress, just be silent. I need some
I
silence
I do
in my
that shit
life.
too.
Nah, but being
Meditate.
an engineer and shit, it's like listening to music all day and that's your job. It's like,
It's not just music all day. It's normally one song on repeat
Yeah.
for fucking.
Yeah, so it's a good
hours.
chain. It'll be like, all right, I need to listen to some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me clear my ears of
I
this.
wouldn't
Not
want to hear
there.
shit.
Not
Like,
there.
I wouldn't want to hear a bird chirp. I wouldn't want to hear
No,
a fucking
sometimes it's like
cricket motherfucking, like, I wouldn't hear shit. Silence.
Yeah, I probably listen to like loud music for like 60% of my day.
Word, that's kind of weird because like if I DJ like a 6-hour party, 5-hour party, like after I'm done, the first thing I want to do is go out and listen to more music. I don't know.
That's because you're on your own.
It depends. It's all about the vibe of this. Like sometimes the session. Sometimes I'm in here so long and I'm just like, I want to get the fuck out of here. And I wish I didn't. I wish I wanted to stay and make 10 beats. You know what I'm saying? But I just been in here for so long, sitting on my ass. Like, nah, I gotta get the fuck out of here. It should be too.
How them sessions feel when you got an artist and you genuinely feel like the song is trash?
I didn't.
I want to hear both of y'all. Both of y'all talking about this.
Just keep reminding yourself about the money.
Right.
The money,
Yeah.
The money's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I try to make it as best I can though. Like, I'll turn some shit into some, maybe not gold. I'll turn it into some brass. You know what I'm saying? Yo, a lot of the like the drops and the chops go a long way.
Facts, right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll bring a song to life.
What about if their regular voice sounds trash? Would you like keep it?
Yo, I have some crazy story I can tell you. I don't even care because I never seen the motherfuckers again. Like, there's one dude, he was like,
You know who you are, nigga.
he came in and he was like, I think something was really up with the kid, you know what I'm saying? So I went like that. But he's like, yeah, man, he's like, I forget what he started, but basically he went into the booth. He's like basically amping himself up, like, yeah, I'm a dope ass singer, like I'm a real good singer, like I want to be this singer, I'm gonna be famous.
I told you not to tell nobody this story about me.
I wasn't gonna say your name. I don't know what his name was, but he's like, so I'm like, all right, like I don't underestimate no one, but I don't believe anything I hear either. Like I gotta see shit. So, but he's talking this and that, like I'm about to get signed to this. Dr. Dre's gonna sign me and this and that. So I'm like, oh, all right. He goes in the booth and like, so he's saying he's a real good singer. So I was like, I was like, oh, name an artist that you would want to like compare yourself to, just so I can get an idea for the sound.
I can't compare myself.
No, he says Drake. I'm like, all right, but Drake ain't like a. He's like saying like I'm a good ass singer, like I'm a real good singer. I don't need auto tune and this and that. And he said
Hear some pipes.
So I'm like, all right. So I put on some auto tune. No, I did it without the auto tune at first because with a singer I always see where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I did it without the auto tune. And I'm like, and like he wanted to hear it back, and I'm like, nah, bro, you don't want to hear it. Like what? That's what I'm saying in my head, but he let him hear it back, and he's like, I don't know, can you do something with the voice or something? So I'm like, whatever, I'm fucking do something with the voice, whatever. I'm like, yo, bro, you should do it again, but let's try it with the auto-tune. So he does it, records it with the auto-tune, and it sounds even crazier. But it's like, I'm making it work, whatever, I make it work. We mix the whole track. Like, he comes out, we mix the track. And then he's talking to me, he's like, bro, like, I really want you to be like my producer, like I won't pay you for the sessions, but I'll give you half of everything. I'll give you half of everything that I make off of you. He's like, bro, he's like, I'm going somewhere, bro. He's like, Dr. Dre's gonna sign me. He said it again, because before he's like saying Dr. Dre was gonna sign him, and I'm like, no, bro, I don't work like that. Like, I don't want any of your back end shit. That's not even the crazy part. So then he leaves, and he's like, he called me 5 minutes later. He's like screaming at me, what the fuck did you do to my voice? What'd you do to this? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm like, you just heard me mix. You watched me mix it. He's like, no, something's different. Something. Like, he watched me email it to him. He's like,
that digital file changed.
Yo, he's like, he thought I like sabotaged his record, and like, I was scared the dude was gonna come back and try to kill me for like a couple weeks.
The tape player.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck Holmes, but Holmes got really mad, and I basically told him like
he got sober.
And no, like I basically told him, no, bro, even if it does sound like shit, you only came for the time that you were sitting there with me. If you want to make it sound different, you gotta come back and pay for it. So I'm like, and then he kept going. And I'm like, matter of fact, you can't come back anymore. And I'm like, you can't, like, because he was going in. I'm like, you're done, bro. He's like. And he tried calling me for like the next like week, like, bro, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, like, please.
I'll make up with you. I was like, nah. Want you flowers?
But I was like, yo, Holmes is dead ass. Like, I was looking over my shoulder when I left the studio for the next. Like, pretty crazy.
How do you prefer your sessions?
He was that tricky.
Like what? Like
Smooth. People come in and what is your ideal? Like,
how
do you prefer it? Or you don't give a
honestly,
fuck?
I'd rather be working. I don't like when people come in and want to write because I'm sitting there, and then they don't feel like they got their money's worth either. Because why am I sitting here? I even offer people like the other studio, like the beat room, to go sit in there and write for a cheaper rate if you want to. I don't like sitting there watching you write unless we're creating, unless like we're cooking up from scratch like a beat. You know what I'm saying? Then that's different. But that's what I really like to do. I just had have you heard of Mula Guapo from Bridgeport, CT? He's got a little buzz going right now for himself. Got some labels with him.
Shout out Mula Guapo. We need you.
But yeah, he came in the other day and we just made some shit right on the spot. Like, and that's just organic, you know what I mean? That's what I like. Or just like have your shit prepared, you know what I mean? But I can't really, because I can't talk shit. I own the studio, so when I make music, I just go in there and freestyle melodies and add words later type shit, you know what I mean? So I know what it is. If they got the money to do it, just don't complain about it after. If you're gonna come in the studio and write, then you gotta be prepared to pay the bag that goes along with that. You know what I mean?
Pay that block.
If you in here for 4 hours,
motherfucking block.
And I like him to be on time. Motherfuckers want to be late all the time.
What do you charge
in this city? For me, I charge $70 an hour. You know what I mean? Usually, my price is $70. I got other engineers at $50, and then I got a whole other room at $40 an hour.
I was going to ask that too. How many studios are in here?
So there's 2 with booths, and then there's the beat room, and then this room. But, So the if like without me, one of them's 50, one of them's 40, and then for me it's 70.
What's good with that track y'all was doing the other day? What's good with them track? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Huh?
Yeah, man.
What y'all doing?
What y'all doing? I
Nothing?
think we gotta mix them.
Silent. Don't want to hear a cricket. You said.
That's when the producer talks. You see them, they gotta mix them.
I said, huh?
It must
What you
not be
doing?
trash because he didn't say that they had some bullshit.
Hey, bro, it's Virgo season, so we gonna be back in there soon.
Sleep.
We gonna be back
Wow.
in there
He
soon.
said sleep. We gonna have to wake him up.
About how many artists you say you from where you started at, like compared to now?
So I got a website, bookthestew.com, if you want to book a session. On there, I just did. Remember, I did that little deal that y'all got. So I've acquired like a email list of like 180 people, 180 different emails that have come since I've had that site. So I probably had the site for like 3 years, 2 years maybe. Yeah, 2 years.
You think production is more important than lyricism?
Today? Yeah, definitely.
That is insane. I think it's fucked up.
If you talk to these kids,
I mean, it
so,
doesn't mean
like,
it's fucked up. I mean, it doesn't mean it's not fucked up. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Everything's fucked up
But
sometimes.
the craft is going.
I feel like everything comes back full circle sometimes. Like some lyrical shit's gonna come back, but it's gonna be different. Like I don't know. Young Thug even said in an interview that like he was on tour with J. Cole, and J. Cole was like, yo, all that shit's cool, but like get back to the rapping shit. Like you was rapping when you first came out. Like start rapping, and you know what I mean? Like rapping more. I'm not saying Young Thug's like a little rapper, but
Because all them niggas was inspired by rappers at the end of the day.
there's a wave like Benny the
They
Butcher
just
and shit. They coming out.
Switch this shit.
You gotta adapt.
I think all the motherfuckers are just that's
I think you're a good
commercial rap.
example of like the evolution of like lyrical shit.
East Coast, I feel like East Coast rappers and West Coast rappers got a lot of in the UK. It's no knock on the South, but it's you know what I mean. It's a lot of the Southern rap.
Yeah.
because that's the popular sound.
It was the Laffy Taffy
Everybody
evolution.
conforming to that
Oh
sound.
my god!
Like
I never
that's,
heard that before.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought about
And
it.
it-
The
it-
Laffy Taffy evolution.
Oh, I thought you were saying you
You
never
see
heard
that boy
it.
had-
Cause dog, when that first shit came out, I was like, "Fuck, what is this shit?" And then I got to feel like I was an old motherfucker, and I was like, "Damn,
But
like,
it's
fuck
wild
it, we
because
gotta
we
gotta."
shit separate. They got some hard shit. D4L has some hard shit
Yeah,
separate.
right. But
They both
Listen
shawty
to
love.
Back in the
much
day,
music, like how? Like I never even
Yeah, Crumb
tried to
Juice
listen to
get
that
from the
shit.
Crumb Juice.
I used to fuck with like Cash Money back in the day. I used to like Lil Wayne, like Lights Out. That's when I would like Lil Wayne. After
Block
Lights
is
Out,
hot.
I stopped fucking
This
with Lil
nigga
Wayne.
Block is hot.
so
Okay.
much.
I didn't like none of that fucking Joel Santana auto-tune rap shit. Like I like the
You ain't
whole
like when he come
the
from
Cash
the
Money,
streets.
Manny Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like
Damn.
that was when I was like fucking 12, probably.
Yo, would you guys ever have a sugar mama?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, why not?
You know what I'm talking
Bitches
about?
have sugar daddies.
Yep. I told you my Cash App at the beginning. Put your number in the
Cash App.
That
She's
was
gonna pay
how
a couple
I
bills.
said before.
This
nigga
go
for
bills.
Gender equality.
Yeah. They need some help.
shit. The girls be they have the Cash App in their Instagram thing
Speaking of that.
profile.
Right.
We talking to this female at the job the other day, and she gonna say, she said, "What the fuck?" She said she needed to be big.
What you mean,
She
pay
said she
for
was
what?
short. She was short on something, some type of fucking bill.
$40?
It was 40 fucking.
What?
How you know exactly $40?
No,
paid.
right. Cindy was one of the niggas. Yo, this bitch got $480 for some shit she posted for $40. That many thirsty ass.
You gotta do that shit every week.
I said, shit, I'm about to start fucking posting this shit up. I don't
That's
give a
how
fuck
many-
if I get
that's
$30
12
for
motherfuckers.
Shit.
So where are you getting your $480?
Hey, motherfucker. Who? This motherfucker said $40.
He's
said
like,
it
I was
twice.
one of them.
Yo,
He
look,
said it
Don't make no
Worst
Listen.
times.
Nah.
He's waiting for a
no
reply
bullshit.
on the
There's
Cash
some shit
App.
on like Facebook. Everybody keep be posting like, I got 40. Like, I got $40. Like I don't understand like what that means.
What does it say right here?
What for? They probably do that for that shit.
What?
They probably do that shit for that
Dude, these bitches really need
Nah,
$40.
Nah, $40 is like the easy go-to number. It's not
Ask
too
them, they'll
high.
say yes.
It ain't outrageously high. And if you got money, nigga, you got
It's
$4
just
fucking
believable.
dollars.
It's like the price for that.
Come on, that bitch could get a bottle, maybe get into a club.
That's a pint in the dub, nigga.
Fuck you mean?
That's why
a pair of leggings in a shirt.
She could buy some weed for her nigga at home.
Yo,
That's
it'd
their
be
hustle.
like that.
That's their hustle. They're together.
Yeah, that's it.
It'd be like that.
Turn on top.
It'd be like that. For real, for real. Y'all ever knock a bitch birth control out of place?
UDI.
Say UDI.
UD.
IUD. That's what that shit is
You ain't hit it up,
The shit in the way.
I fucking hate Matt. Fuck you.
Good.
No
I
bullshit.
got 3 kids, so I think that's the answer.
I'm
I
not
had-
He's
I
like
had-
birth
I had-
control.
No bullshit.
I'm not at least 3 of them bitches out of place.
No bullshit.
You know when you tell a bitch like, "Y'all, is that your marina? It can't. You cannot possibly feel that.
No way
Right.
anybody can feel
This
that.
shit don't move.
Something pinch
I
me.
know.
That
Right?
shit don't move. That
That
shit
shit
moved
just
today.
bit me, you know? You got
Yo, nigga.
Got a shark in
something
there.
there biting me.
Like, what is that?
I want to go deep.
Try to hit it again. Now, wait, hold up.
I don't want to go deep.
Nah, I gotta relax.
I'm gonna play
I
the
gotta
tip
relax.
game for the rest of this shit.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna just tip it on out.
End up fucking the shit out of her.
Put it back in. You ever seen him put it back in? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. No.
I
No.
think I'm
Never seen
scarred. I might be scarred.
They lick it first.
What? That's terrible. That's terrible. We had good times.
Good times.
I'm just getting out of it. Just the guitar, really, and the keyboard for the MIDI.
Okay, Matt said, not Matt, wow. Tom said some other shit the other day that I wanted to bring up that I forgot to.
What, do me and Tom look alike or something?
No, it's just,
All white people look
He's like,
alike.
He was like,
All
no.
white people look alike.
Bro, how you got the mohawk?
yo,
I'm
Tom
watching
said,
you, Mac.
Tom said some shit about when guys are initially,
Oh, yeah.
All light skinned niggas looking like.
that's fucked up.
I saw this on a meme, by the way, just to preface what he's gonna say.
You sure? You know exactly what I'm about to
Yes, I know.
He said, nah, you said it, fuck you. He said when guys are a missionary, they're twerking. Like when you fucking a girl a missionary, you're twerking.
What?
I fucking. Oh my god. I heard that from somebody. Fucking
I was all in my feelings. Like,
He watches too much porn.
I've been,
You watching the wrong thing on porn if you watching that, you watch some fucking porn. You watch a porn, you be like, yeah, that nigga was twerking. Like, nigga,
That's
you
terrible.
watch on porn?
Yo, some dude named Chris D. Wilson said, "What's the difference between a sugar mama and a cougar?"
What's the difference between it?
One page.
Yeah, no,
Cougar
right, yeah,
is-
exactly.
no,
Cougar don't
no.
pay you.
No, not even that. A cougar, because a cougar will pay you, and a cougar will spend some money on you.
Will.
Well, a cougar
But
don't
a
want to be a
sugar
sugar mama.
mama
as a provider.
may not need
Cougars are
sexual
bad though, I thought.
favors.
Cougars gotta be
A
bad.
sugar mama will give you money with no sexual favors.
Yeah.
Sugar
A
mama will give
cougar-
you $40 when you ask for it.
A cougar
Don't want fuck.
won't be digged down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She want, she
Yeah, that
want-
cougar won't be digged down. That's
Yeah,
what
but the
she
cougar, she gotta be bad to be classified as a cougar.
Yeah, she do.
Yeah, for damn
oh
sure.
my god.
So the sugar mama, you could have an ugly
God.
sugar
Yeah,
mama.
sugar mama, she just
Can't
got
have
a
an
bag
ugly
and she
cougar.
an old bitch. She an old bitch with
Yeah.
the bag,
So what
that's
the-
it.
Okay, so what's the milk? The cougar might be
A
milk.
milk?
Mama
Milk.
like the fuck.
That's our. I thought that was
That's
us.
that new shit.
Them, that's new shit. Like, that's our.
Nah, but that's that new shit, like,
That's like our ideal.
that's
in our
what, like,
head,
soccer
yeah, I want
moms or
it.
some shit.
Yeah, I want it.
No.
Yeah, that's some little soccer moms, them little bitches, like, you don't even look like your mom.
There's different levels because you could have a young milk.
So something young bitches though.
You can't have a young
Nah,
cougar.
man, they don't.
Nah, ain't no young
Everybody got kids. So it's like,
That's
it's
what I'm
no
saying.
good.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's just for the old bitches, milk's just for the young bitches, man.
But everybody got kids, nigga. So it's
Nah,
like,
Dame ain't got no kids.
yeah, Damon got no kids.
Don't be putting that on him.
Damon, Damon, you a MILF?
Wow.
Damn, you a MILF?
Pause.
Dean just gotta be a fucking neutron in this one.
I'm saying, I'm just gonna be an innocent bystander. Me over here. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you ain't even gonna get no pussy from Shirley.
I'm gonna get all in that.
No, you an innocent bystander. Nigga.
Oh, wait, you're about to be a stepdaddy? He's got a MILF on deck.
You know what I'm saying? You stick that in.
I'ma call my mama.
You be like,
Tell my mama.
and
Eating all your snacks and drinking all your Capri Suns.
As a kid, ever called their dad stepdad? They stepdad?
What?
Have you ever called your stepdad?
I never had one.
Ever
Nah.
called their stepdad?
That's my mom.
Nah, that's my mom's boyfriend.
I don't know.
Nigga said, who, Leon? Nah, that nigga Leon in the other room.
But you know what's crazy?
Leon in the
You know what's
other
crazy
room.
though?
Ain't
You know what's
nobody's
crazy though?
stepfather.
You know what's crazy though? Like, you ever go out with the mom's boyfriend, your stepdad or whatever, and he be like,
Stepdad,
with his
yeah.
peoples, he'll be like, yeah, that's my stepson or some shit. You be looking like,
Nigga, we ain't even that close.
wait.
This is the first function we've been to.
You should have
together.
immediately
We
demanded money.
overstepping.
We get $10.
$10? What the fuck is you?
I ain't know what to that.
To the one motherfucker, you got the bag.
Hey, he's in front of his people saying you're a stepson.
I need something.
Let me
Like,
get
Dad, I
that
got
Let
a
me
field
drive your
trip
car.
Monday.
Mom,
tell you?
let me drive your car. Run the block for 3 hours.
Yeah, your funny thing is, your mom boyfriend ever like tell on you, like when you doing shit?
Nah.
Like say you're not supposed to have girls or whatever, you know what I'm saying, growing up, and then you have girls. And he like,
You know Damon was 16.
Here's a question that
I
I
used
was
to
gonna
see
ask
my mom's
too.
boyfriend a blunt and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
What's
fought
her-
him too before. Shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I had to check
Who
with him
said
too.
that
It's like,
shit?
nigga, like, what's the name? Here's the question. Yo, anybody mom ever helped them cheat? Anybody mom ever helped them cheat?
Yeah, here continues the drive.
Like help, like lied and like aftermath.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
I legit
He was
had to
here.
think about
Yeah,
No, I don't thought to it.
He
I
was
ain't got no
sleeping.
thought to it. My mom ain't never been there.
nah, my mom ain't
Right.
those.
No. My mom don't do none of
What
this.
mom?
That's the last time she doing it for you, Becky.
She didn't do it for me. She did it for one of my other brothers. Oh, never mind.
What?
Oh.
You about to get somebody else in trouble?
My mom.
Never
being
mind.
cool.
Never
She
mind.
would just believe me.
Never
She would just be
mind.
like, no, he said he was home. Like,
Nah, but like if you had a bitch upstairs or some shit and you was in your mom's
Nah,
room, and
yeah,
then
she would.
your shorty at the time come to the door and shit, your mom gonna be like, yeah, Karen, come right in.
My
John's
mom's got a
upstairs.
heart. So you-
John's upstairs.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
a fucking whore bag. I told you you should leave him alone.
Yeah.
No. My mom would have gone, I ain't seen Kenny. He been out with his friend.
For real.
No
You got a
boys.
real one.
No boys.
Shut that door and lock it.
Ride or
Booby.
die.
Get your mind right.
Right.
Fuck you do, because if you bring some shit over here, everybody gonna be upset. Alright, man, you got it.
You gonna fuck everybody.
Little girl.
That ass.
Little girl. I don't know what he done told you.
Right.
But this ain't the spot. I think you're trying to push the code. You wanna leave?
Nigga, see, my dad's like, did he tell you to come here? Like, you know what I mean? You just popping up at my house and shit. You do know this is my house and shit. Like, shit gonna get dark. Some shit come to my crib, my mama. Yeah. Nah, man. Never experienced that.
That sounds like a flashback name.
I think there's a different like a white mom and a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I
Your
just gotta
mom
put
is
it
gonna
out
be like,
there.
oh, Karen, come on in. We're cooking pasta. We have pasta and you wanna sit down? You got Brenda upstairs getting her fucking back blown the fuck out. You sure he's sucking balls and eating booty hole. You gotta sit down.
So they're just gonna handle it. They might even handle it the same way, but they're gonna handle it differently.
White people
Like,
be
you know
having
what I'm saying?
exes at they fucking functions and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
You don't think so?
Exes?
That's
Oh, I think other people.
You
You say you don't think so like
that's
he ain't a
not-
white
That's not true.
I just went to my boy's wedding and he had mad his exes at the wedding and shit.
Damn! His own wedding? Ah, bitches!
Yeah.
Yo.
What did you do?
I got over when she showed up. Like,
Right.
showed up.
They're probably trying to
Sabotage the fuck out of
Right.
it. Like, the fuck.
That bitch is ugly still.
Talking emotion.
Right, like.
Where she get her dress from? The
Yeah,
thrift
they
shop?
did have the worst story. I remember when you did this.
That's fucked up.
No, I don't remember. What are you talking about?
First time we kissed, I knew we was in love.
Now look at him.
He was a
I
little
knew we
who?
were meant to be. He's marrying her.
Nigga, they just walked and jumped the broom. This is deep.
Yo, you sent that video to everybody? That chick that walked up to the lady and fucking stabbed her kid in the face.
Oh,
I seen that.
Nigga, I seen that. That's
I would have
crazy.
killed that bitch.
Right?
What you doing? I would
I would have murdered her.
Oh.
I
On the
guess we
fucking
all
spot.
in equal.
Instinct.
I don't even
Yeah,
have
yeah,
it.
yeah. Like
I would've killed her
I
with that
literally
knife.
bashed
Yeah.
her fucking
I would've
face
killed her
in
with
until
that
she
knife.
was
But crazy. How
Would you
come
get
the
back
player
though?
didn't get
Like,
the fucking knife?
would you get the
I would
manslaughter or what?
No, no,
You
no.
stabbed
It's
my
not
kid
that
in the
country.
face.
That
That's
was in a
that's-
different country?
Yep.
Nigga, fuck that.
No, but that's crime of
I
passion.
thought it was like
Still.
New York or
That's
something.
what?
That's crime of passion. Like, if you killed her, that's crime of passion.
No, but at the same time, you're trying to disarm her.
No.
I'm
I'm
trying to.
No, I'm saying
Nah,
like
I'm
you
taking her
could
life.
put it like that. Like I was trying to
Yeah, that's-
disarm her.
that's
and
my
she fought
lawyer's
me.
job.
I had to do what I had to do.
Nah, that's my lawyer's job.
In that country,
It's
you
What I was trying to do was murder her. That's all. That's all I said to my lawyer.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga,
I blacked
nigga,
it.
nigga.
Right.
It didn't work.
Nigga, what the fuck was that? She had, she like, oh my god.
That shit got his,
She was
his
cooked.
nose and his cheek.
You can't keep blaming
She was cooked.
She
That was
stabbed
Georgia,
that
the
nigga.
country, not the state.
And then she went after the second, and then the nigga was like scared.
Yo, honestly, I thought he was
that was
no nigga.
That was the second chick. That was a chick.
Twas not no nigga.
All right.
Twas
The other
twas
person-
not a black man.
the other person-
From the squabble.
The other
Twas
person-
not him. That looked like an Asian white breed.
I thought it was
mixture.
shit.
Man, no, it was an Asian white breed mixture,
Like
man.
a bush.
He got close to his
Geographically
daughter.
speaking, it's
I just watched you stab my son.
Yeah, like
You
I
don't,
wish
you don't fucking get a
React.
chance to step next to my fucking daughter.
They
Like,
said that for
not
no
to say my
reason,
sons
too,
ain't
right? She
shit,
was
but
just like,
Yeah, just walked up.
motherfucker, you just watched me you just showed me what you were capable of. I'm
It was
not
crazy
gonna-
how she did. She was just like,
Yo,
what the
Sorry,
fuck?
not
Like,
funny.
nobody.
The little
knew
boy
who
took it like a G though. He ain't
He's
crying.
like-
That nigga's-
he probably didn't know what
spit it
happened
out. He's
until
like,
after.
"Finish it."
Nigga, I
He gonna be, he might be the next rapper in like 15 years.
He's the next main
Little nigga about to be killing this shit. Like, yeah, I got stabbed as a kid. Niggas know what it is. I'm like, yeah. He can say nigga because he got stabbed.
He got buck 50 when he was 3.
Yo,
You gonna say something,
What if he
kid?
got stabbed for saying it?
Nah, he got stabbed for just being. Damn, what if that was the backstory?
Right.
The little kids walked up. You know how your kids just say
So the
whatever
lady
the
was
fuck
like-
they
Yeah,
want?
when they
You know how your
want.
kids just say whatever the fuck they want? I know y'all got
I'm
some
still
moments.
killing that lady guy.
No, but of course, yeah, she's
Because they're innocent. Like, so even if
Exactly.
they do say something like,
You know,
like
stab a
say
kid.
something about
They're,
just their
fucking-
they're
color
innocent
scheme.
to the world,
It's
but you as the parent, you have the
It
right.
depends. No, it depends on what age they are.
Pause.
A 3-year-old,
Yeah, right.
like a 3-year-old, they're gonna be like, they're wondering why we have different color skin.
Right.
They're like, why? You know what I mean?
Daddy, that mud.
I had an argument with that about my baby mother. My daughter's mother is black, and my
Oh, you showing out.
and my son's mother. My son is white.
He said that shit trying to fucking just get
No, but I had an argument. Yo, like 'cause my
He's
son
like,
was
I'm in
like
the
2 or 3,
community.
and he was
Right.
like, and her little brother is the same age as him, so they were playing, and and he was like, why is his color like skin different color? And like
Yeah,
just
explain.
being curious, and it's,
Yeah. Right.
I was explaining. She's like, no, you gotta tell him that. I'm like, I'm telling him that it doesn't matter what color a person's skin is, but there's different colored people all over the world. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it was like an argument.
That's
Some
natural
shit is
too, though.
too complex for a
But
kid.
like it'd be something that like some people might take offensive, but if you really think about a little kid saying it, it's like, you know what I mean? Like
They know what they know.
like if they see a big like why is he brown? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be
Daddy, he's
people are gonna be offended, but it's like it's a
Daddy,
2-year-old
he's
kid.
Well, shit, if they see a
Shut
lot
the
of white
fuck
people every day and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I know when they see somebody darker
Yeah,
skin.
or if they but there's a certain point probably when that clicks in their brain too, like, you know what I mean, around 2 o'clock, like, oh wait, yo, what wait, oh shit, what is that? You know what I mean? Like everyone,
That damn Ryan on YouTube.
yeah.
That's what you teaching them.
Stupid as hell. My nigga name was
We about to
Kyle.
get sued.
Kyle drink
What is
watches
it?
and punch holes in the wall.
Whatever. Whatever, man. One or two motherfuckers.
Yeah. That nigga Ryan got the kids doing whatever the fuck they want. Ryan said that kid. Who the fuck is Ryan?
My friend.
Don't
Nigga.
guy.
I don't even know what is it
You ask your kids about Ryan.
for real.
Ask your kids about Ryan.
That don't even sound right.
That's like that Momo shit.
Yeah, that shit as well.
That Momo.
When my sons first started talking about Ryan, I was like, what the fuck is it? My other son had to tell me. They said, like, can I YouTube he plays with toys?
He got his own line.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Ryan.
now you
The
know
Walmart
Ryan.
sells his
See,
toys.
they don't know Ryan by Ryan like
Yeah,
you
homie
just
got
know.
like an 18
Them kids say
million
Ryan like
dollar
this
deal.
nigga is just
Yeah,
Ryan.
Yeah,
Like,
like, what the fuck?
Ryan. Like,
That's
nigga, who the
crazy,
fuck is
yeah,
Ryan?
I
You
know.
play with toys all fucking day that I bought. You stop playing with toys to watch Ryan. Nigga.
play with the toys,
fuck?
and I buy it. But now you're giving it.
You want me to buy the shit Ryan playing with for you to watch Ryan play with?
That's
That's
a
a whole sit inside.
Like
And watch how Ryan like
little kid videos is really a hustle.
Hell yeah.
Like people
And them-
make a living
The
off
parents are smart as fuck.
playing with fucking Play-Doh and shit. My daughter's watching slime videos. That's all she wants to watch is slime videos. Slime, like people making slime and just putting glitter in it.
Bullshit.
But you can
I
make
used to
money
watch
out
them
that.
shits too, though.
Yo,
You can make
there's
mad
like
bread out that.
100 million
Bullshit.
views, bro.
Yes.
Like,
You can.
And your daughter
every time she goes in,
Our kids are the ones watching.
You make that shit? You make some?
yeah.
Yeah, I made
Your
some
daughter a
shit
million
like
of them
that, too.
shits. No bullshit.
Yeah, that shit's cool.
That shit dope as fuck, man. You make the glow in the dark shit and all type of
What was that shit back in the day? It was called gas. You remember
What?
that?
Nigga,
Who kid was you doing this with?
No, it was
I
called
was doing
gas.
when I
It
was
was
a
the
kid.
slime.
Oh,
I remember
they used to sell
that.
slime?
You can push your finger in the corner of
Yeah,
the card.
man. Yeah. That was the
Yo.
original shit.
That shit's old.
That's why that shit
Yo, now that
That's
Fortnite
crazy.
is making money, would you allow your kids to play it?
My kid's been playing Fortnite. My youngest son got a Fortnite backpack going to kindergarten today.
Facts.
Yeah, my son's nice as fuck at that shit. He's 8.
Hey, Lil Man made $3 million.
Building, like they do them building. All the little kids be building them up high. Like I used to play and shit with them a little bit, but I completely stopped.
That's a young nigga game. That shit
Yeah, I
hard.
cannot play that.
I can shoot.
I was never good at
motherfucker.
no shooting
At
games.
the building?
Like 007, I was trash.
They be like, yo, build
You
nigga.
said 007
Nigga,
was
I'm
trash?
I was trash.
Oh.
I said every shooting game I've ever played, I was not good.
You wasn't good at double.
I didn't play video games, honestly.
That's right.
Nah, I was not a video.
You was on your R. Kelly shit.
I had
You and
Nintendo
your-
when I had the original Nintendo, and then I had
You didn't
Sega.
even finish it.
That was the most time I played Sega. I used to play like Aladdin and shit.
This nigga really said it back.
And I got I remember when I got the first PS1. I remember that.
I still
Madden.
got
It
mine.
was like Madden 95.
If you
Crash
had
Bandicoot.
you
I'm about to say Crash Bandicoot.
If you ain't had on Twisted Metal and you ain't take the discount and let the music
Twisted
start
Metal.
playing.
Yeah.
You put a fucking regular CD in that shit. That shit was playing hip hop and shit. Like you fucking clown car. You ain't know about the hack? Oh, years later. That's that hack. Regular PlayStation. You knew about that, Matty?
Yeah, that's
Regular
right.
PlayStation. You pop open, take Twisted
Yeah, because
Metal.
it's already loaded.
CD.
I used to know you could open it and it would still go, but I never know you could put a CD
You would
back
put
in
a
it.
music CD in and that shit would just play the music while you playing Twisted Metal.
That's crazy.
That shit was before all the gamers was doing
Speaking of fucking crazy crashes,
That was a great joke.
y'all saw what happened to Kevin Hart?
Is there any update on that?
Bad stories on that shit.
They said he's fine.
said he
He
got
had
surgery,
some back
yeah.
surgery.
They
Back
did so many
surgery?
memes out of that.
See, I didn't even hear
Huh?
that.
He was a
They made so many
passenger in the
memes out
car.
of that.
Okay.
They
The
had
guy who was driving the grocery store
Nah, I seen one that had like little Fisher Price
They
card
said he
or
liked
that
it.
shit.
Yeah.
They had
Yo,
shit
them-
crash into a
Hollywood
building.
Hills are no joke.
Oh my god.
He went home. Then he went to the hospital. As he went home, they thought them niggas was gonna be straight. Then them niggas went to the hospital.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So they they just left the whip on some rich shit?
Yeah. That's some shit he just got for his birthday. That was some classic shit.
fuck it.
1970.
It was a birthday
Yeah,
present.
Barracuda or
Fucking
something.
classic shit. That shit was some money shit. That shit
Maybe it was an
looked like
insurance fraud.
Paul Walker card.
Like this was a
Motherfucker
gift.
was looking like an open can of tuna after that shit.
So what's good with that?
How about that Dave
What they
Chappelle
say-
shit?
what they
Y'all
say?
seen
I
that?
still ain't
I
seen
still
it
ain't seen it either, but
I
I heard
saw-
mad people talk
He
about
was
it.
talking funny. Because he was talking about Kevin Hart. Like,
He had the one little you watched it?
yeah, that shit was
Yeah,
hilarious.
he had one.
Yeah, y'all gotta watch it. Yeah.
It was pretty
I
dope.
know I got one.
And everyone's
Time to
all
sit down
butthurt
and
and
like-
shit, but it's like that's what comedy is. Like,
And
It
that's
wasn't
what
on
Dave
that bad
Chappelle
of a
is.
line though. It was just like it was funny. It
Yeah,
was
that
real.
shit
It
was
was real,
hilarious.
and it was funny because he really said it in his show.
yeah.
He really mentioned it, and then I mean he just was talking a little.
If
bit.
you can't laugh at yourself, then there's a problem with you.
Yeah,
You gotta laugh at yourself.
Kevin Hart, if he seen it, he would laugh and probably throw a little.
So this
Right
shit
in
better
that
be
hospital
so
bed.
funny.
Because the
when I
nigga
listen to
Dave
it.
Chappelle was so
Nah,
high the
that's just
whole show,
hilarious,
you could
yeah.
just tell.
Nah, I heard
like,
this shit
you know,
was
Dave Chappelle freestyle
I was just
shit, so
burst
you can
out
tell
laughing.
it's funny.
Come on, man. That nigga work hard. Like, give me that.
That shit might be the best Dave Chappelle shit I've seen.
Yeah, about to say, I might have been bad.
Yes.
That's
Because
what I've been
honestly,
hearing.
I don't
That's
fucking
why I
say
like
this.
this.
That nigga had me
Nah, but
dying
his
all
old
the
shit
time.
was classic, but like,
Yeah.
this shit's just relevant. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I have to watch it.
The Donald Trump part was a little funny
Yeah.
as fuck. It looks like he had doing
You seen it? You watch all of that?
He was talking about like gay people and shit, but it was like, it wasn't like he wasn't talking that bad. You know, he was talking about, He was talking pretty bad, but like it's like I said, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, bro. Like,
and some gay people can.
Like
it's just a little ass hurt. No pun intended.
Nah, that was a fucking
pun
intended.
What?
Pause.
I'm just saying, some gay people be ass hurt.
Yo,
nah, some of them act real ass hurt.
Yo, stop stuttering and stop saying that word.
What? I'm just saying.
You don't need to repeat.
But I feel like even every part that he touched, he didn't really go all like crazy.
yeah, he didn't get like too disrespectful.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It was just funny.
Everything was still funny as hell.
But people
The
always
gay part was really about a word, and he just kept going on about it. So like that was like the punchline, so it just made it funny when he said it. And the way he said it.
Well, yeah, what was the word? What was he?
Faggot.
Oh yeah, he's like Oh, he said faggot in a
We can't sit down there.
In a skit.
he said he said it in a skit, and he went to like the FCC, and the lady was like, "Oh, you can't say that, but you're allowed to say the N word."
Yeah. So
and he's like,
he flipped it on.
And he's like,
Crazy.
so I can say. He's like, so you're telling me I can say the N word, but I can't say the faggot. He's like, why can't I say faggot? He's like, because you're not a faggot. And she's like, and he's like, he's like, but I'm not an N word either. She's like, and she was like stuck, like. That shit was hilarious.
You are a nigger, Dave.
That shit was hilarious. Like,
That's too much.
My cheeks hurt.
Pause.
One of these
Talking about, I know. Damn it, beat me to it. Yo, so I saw Wit in the middle of the fucking trip. And left these niggas stranded for 9 hours.
What? He had his niggas pick him up?
Facts.
I don't know.
He just started walking.
He's like,
Nah,
fuck
somebody
this.
had to pull up on him. He's like, hey, I'm on 110th and 39th.
He probably drove to his crib.
At 140 in about 3 minutes.
If I'm quitting, I'm not gonna get out and walk. I'm gonna go drive to my crib, leave it right there.
Imagine
Outside
if
your crib,
Y'all want some water?
Y'all better leave. Find a new way. Done with this shit. Earl called out. I got to work extra hours.
That shit sucks. I've been on a Peter Pan that broke down. That shit. You ever take the China bus?
The China bus?
Yeah.
Yo, you can't say that. That's racially profiling.
No, it's not. You go to New York, bro. That's the China. You get to Virginia for like $10.
Oh shit.
Like,
China man.
nah, maybe like 20, but that ass.
Some
And they did. Yo, you gotta watch out for those ones. They ain't gonna quit. They're gonna fucking crash.
Fucking deliveries.
That shit's crazy.
I got food to deliver.
Nah, they basically, deadass, you go to Chinatown, Canal Street, and they lined up on certain blocks, like, and they just pull up on a block, and you just get on the bus. It's not like a bus station, nothing. It's crazy. I was going to Virginia one time, and I ran into, y'all know AZ, the rapper AZ? I ran into him. I come out the liquor store, I grab a bottle for the shit. I look behind me, and it's fucking AZ, and I'm like, and it was just like when I was living in New York, so probably like 10 years ago. And he's like, it was like a year. I brought him out here for a show in 2012. Yeah, so it was like maybe like a year before that, so 2011 maybe. And I was like, yo, fucking, what's good? Let me give you some beats. He was just. I think he was just happy I recognized him. You know what I'm saying? Because like he was a little irrelevant, but that shit was crazy. That's another person I did a little business with. Never got him no beats, no. He was kind of funny though with shit, but.
I didn't rapping no more.
Yeah, he wasn't really. That's what's thing. I paid him $3 for a show, which was probably too much.
That was your respect.
I should have paid him like it was more like
a whole 800.
Right?
Damn. What you made last week?
Yo, but he's classic. That's the only feature on Illmatic.
Yeah, we got a VIP room for you, nigga. You got 3 fucking info.
You still rap or do your own music?
He said 3 info.
How often you get time for that?
Not enough. I wanna get more. You know what I'm saying? I actually just I signed a little management deal with this dude that works at like a distribution company and shit. Like he wants to. I'm not focusing nothing on my artist shit right now. So I was basically like, he wanted to do it, and I was like, fucking give him 20% of something is better than me getting 100% of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start putting some shit out and making some noise with it. But
You have artists yourself?
there's an artist myself, or like an artist.
Now,
I
do
work
you
with.
have artists like that?
Yeah, I have a few artists. So yeah, definitely. Speaking of them, I got my bro Stevie Max. He grew up in Enfield. He's originally from Puerto Rico, but he grew up in Enfield. But you wouldn't know that he's white. He's like looks like my brother basically, blonde hair, blue eyes. But
No bullshit. I think it was white when I first met him.
yeah, he moved out here when he was like 10. And I got my bro Doran Pierre. I've been working with him since he was like in high school.
Shout out, dude. Yeah, he was on last week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came
Walked
to
in
get
the
a
studio.
Yeah, so anything you've ever heard him do is all for me. You know what I'm saying? All his music. Not beats, but at least engineering. But a lot of beats too. We got like a whole project we're about to put out with some dope shit. I got my boy FMG Mac. Do y'all know Zanero? Jose Zanero, rest in peace. Y'all know, remember him? He passed away. He's from Springfield. Okay. But he was one of my artists as well. Basically, I get. It's kind of weird how I don't really pick somebody off. Yo, they're dope. Like I build a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a client. Like Zanero was a client. And it just developed into like a monthly. They started doing the monthly shit. Holmes even had a key to this shit. But yeah, just definitely rest in peace in there. You know what I'm saying? And I got his little brother Mac. He's one of my artists. We just dropped a video. That was the video I was telling you about. They shot it on an iPhone. This shit was crazy. It looked crispy as fuck.
Yeah.
But what other artists? I don't want to leave anybody out. I got my bro Two Tails. You ever heard of Two Tails?
Nah.
They don't even have it. He's good at it.
All these artists on.
Yeah, he's dope. I've been recording him since he was in middle school.
Damn.
Yeah, so he's like 23 maybe now. So probably I've been recording him for like 10 years since the studio opened. We had a show like at a little skater rink and shit. I made like I almost made like 2 racks in one night off this shit. I bought a computer off this show. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and it's like one of the computers I still use to this day. And I was basically off of him, strength of him. He probably had like almost 100 little kids in there. It was crazy.
Yeah. How does everybody listen to music? Like
Naked.
that's not. I hate this motherfucker
I heard
so
music
much.
in the other room.
Yo, like,
With our ears.
let-
I use my ears sometimes.
y'all pick a few tracks or an album, you burn it down, like for like a week or two, or is that like your shit for how long, or do you just pick singles?
Honestly, I rock shit for a while because it just plays when I get on my phone. Then I fuck it. That album's playing.
Are you listening to music?
Usually I'll scroll artists and I'll just check. See, usually I'll have most of the older shit, so I'll be looking for the more updated shit. Yeah. And I'll just check, click first. Some of my favorite artists I just download it and I'll listen to it later. Like some of the newer ones that I'm kind of like adapting to, or randoms that this nigga Kenny sends me and shit to put on. I listen to.
Sometimes I have to listen strategically. Like as a producer, you gotta listen strategically sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'm just listening to this artist just to get a vibe of what kind of beats he wants. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like where I go.
Who is it?
No.
It'll usually be
Was
like
it Doc? Yo, Doc. No. Dang.
It'll be like at night. So
Nigga, I swear to God, it was Dave, nigga.
That's an artist I've been working with too. Y'all heard of Don ZOP? Been working with him a little bit. Holmes is about to come through tonight. Well, cook up some shit. Holmes got a definitely the wave behind him too right now. He's doing his thing.
If a chick is cheating on a dude, right, and you catch them, if you catch them out cheating,
Like your boy?
What do you mean?
if you catch like if you know a chick like you just know she got a man, right, and you know she out with another nigga.
Mind your business.
I'm laughing.
Okay,
fuck
but
this
she's
is bad.
bad, right? Yeah, but now I'm not saying go interrupt the shit. I'm just saying, do you hit her up too?
Smitty's jumping
Oh,
clean in the middle.
What y'all blackmail her and shit?
Do you hit her up too?
I know you got it.
I saw the doormat out.
Do you hit her up too? And if she don't, do you fucking threaten to snitch?
Wow.
What kind of life are you leading right now, Mike?
Blackmailing bitches, yeah.
Yeah, I know you.
I see this on the meme.
That's that Leo
Yeah, I seen this on a meme. He says
I did.
it's an awfully
I'm on
elaborate meme.
I'm not even.
You not gonna hit her up?
Nope.
She bad though.
I'm just
She's
laughing.
bad.
I see you out with it, nigga.
I know
You got a
everything
nigga.
you
Okay,
good.
I'm out of here.
She's
Shit
bad.
That's one of my artists right here. Oh, that was at my. Hello?
You threaten to snitch
What are you here?
on that?
In the
It
studio?
doesn't even involve.
Come in here real quick. Come in, come in the podcast real
Is it-
quick.
Nah, but like, what if she wanted?
Alright, it's alright. She can stand in the doorway. Just come,
Well, then you
come say
work
what
at
up on the
like you
camera.
would a normal
What's
guy.
that?
This
Just tell
is
them
college,
about you.
bag your own bitches.
You gotta spit a 16.
But, I mean, fuck, but she's rap. But
My artist about to come spit a 16. Alright?
word.
It's my boy, Two Tails.
What up,
This is the one I said I've been recording him since he was in middle school.
Yeah, man. Johnny hit me up.
Now come
when
over
I
here on
was-
camera.
Give
You
me
gotta
the mic.
spit.
Talk your
Come
talk,
here.
my brother.
Come over here. You got more room over here.
He's with his
Oh,
girl.
word.
Shit. I told him about you.
show
What
me.
happened?
No,
You need me?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, my phone?
Oh, shit.
I got my phone.
It's the other phone.
Oh.
The trap phone.
Shit.
I don't know what to do. Should I put this back
Oh,
down?
it's alright.
I thought you guys spit.
Nah, you gotta spit a
What do I
16.
spit?
Yo, look at that camera.
I bet. Let me sit down.
Day 16.
It's my little bro, man.
Man, what's going on, guys? Johnny found me at 14 years old. I used to rap in my mom's basement, and he was like, "Yo, you want to do a show?"
Rent.
And I was like, "Yeah." And then ever since then, we've been recording 10 years
Yeah, I
strong.
told him I made like almost 2 racks off that show.
Yeah, bro.
Oh shit.
I didn't make no $2,000.
Yo,
Nah, he recorded on the computer that we bought with it. So he's got his buddy with it.
but like, where's my cut though? Like,
Hey.
In your fucking record. Yo, don't worry about it.
yo, you see how
It all balances
yo?
out there.
You don't have no
That's
paperwork.
crazy.
We didn't have paperwork at the time. No.
Yo, man, all right.
The books are closed.
That was just that basic. That put us on. We did that a couple times.
Nah,
so.
yeah, definitely did. We definitely overused that spot though.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
was crazy cool.
We're just like, you know what? Let's throw a party every week. And then niggas was like, every week? We're like, every week.
Yeah.
And then like little by little, niggas was like, yo, we just gonna stop showing up, bro. Like, this is cool. It was cool.
Yeah, they was like, damn, they're just getting us. We
we kind of milked us from like every cent that But this is cool. What's going on, guys?
This is Inappropreality.
Yeah,
they might want to have you on here. You gotta
Facts.
spit the hardest 16 in your life, though.
You got projects up?
Yeah, man. Always. My name is Two Tails. I make songs and stuff, and I can rap very well. And
What are those projects? Let the people know.
it's the
Everywhere.
latest one is called Hope You're Happy Too, mixed and engineered by the GOAT himself.
Yep.
And yeah, I made $70 off of it, and it was like really clutch because I was dumb broke that week.
So how?
70
Off your
of-
streams?
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
it was clutch as fuck, bro. Like, man, look, me pay rent with
That
this.
wasn't that long either, right?
That wasn't. I didn't check recently, but yeah.
All right, you got something or what, man?
What we doing? We just mean rap
Putting you on the
acapella?
spot?
Right, you got beats or something?
Rap.
Yeah, go
acapella?
Yeah, you was about
Can
to
I-
battle.
Yeah, I could
He was
use
about
the
to do a
drum on the
battle
table.
the other day.
I could spit what I was about to battle to this dude.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
You want me to spit what I was about to battle
Or I
to?
could play you.
Wait, yeah, I wouldn't do that. If you about to
Yeah,
about
no,
to
you
battle
gotta-
somebody in a league,
Yeah, I was about to.
don't
Alright, so,
spit that.
What happened?
bro, I was so mad, bro.
They got canceled.
Nah, this.
Yeah, it was just
It was a fucking janky ass promoter, man. The
Oh,
nigga
okay.
that I was battling wasn't answering my show. Like, yo, what's up? We doing this or what? And then he like respond 2 weeks later, like, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I my whole life, like I could rap, but I always wanted to battle, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had this shit ready. I was about to kill this nigga. Me and Johnny and my niggas was waiting for like 3 hours, and then I pulled up, or then I left, and he pulled up 15 minutes later. He was like, oh yeah, my bad. Yeah. I didn't show you the shit he said?
Nah, whatever.
So it's not happening? I don't want you to burn this shit down. This is live.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, but it's not happening because this nigga is on some other shit, and it is what it is, but...
Nah, yeah, you gotta spit something else.
What? You want me to spit? This is what he said. Well, which one to spit? Like, like just rap?
Shit.
Does it matter?
They gotta replace
some
some
rap.
rap.
Some black rap? Nah,
Yeah,
don't
you
do
heard that
black
right?
rap
Like,
for the shit.
lucky for real, for real.
Some hot shit.
Some shit I already wrote.
You want to play a beat or you want
Let's hear it. What beat you got?
to play some shit I just made? But I might have to play it off the phone.
Yeah, it don't matter. And there's always that like awkward 5
Nah,
seconds.
for real.
Yeah.
But no, this shit's never happened before on the show. Like,
What we
fuck, this
doing?
is fire.
Yeah, I met you before.
I know, bro. What you mean? I met you before.
This is
What up?
I know.
I know this nigga. We was like basically grew up, nigga. Like I know.
We're the same
Yes.
household.
Bro, I've seen you around the hood all my life. Like,
Where at? Out here?
the first time I think I ever like actually acknowledged you was when you were chilling with Victoria, Leslie.
Who's that? Word.
Where's the
Thomas
camera?
Renz,
Where's the
yeah.
camera?
He was smashing.
It's live, bro.
Thomas the Engine.
Microphone's right
Look at that nigga thing. They said I never was supposed to
For real,
be
bro.
talking to her.
Yeah.
I officially never was talking to her. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. All right. So spit anything. Doesn't matter.
No shit. We hook it up to the beat.
Hey. Hey. Okay. Hey. Hey. This is the most impromptu freestyle I ever did. Let's go. Hey. 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 I said. Nah, bro. I got catch the beat, man. It's like jump rope. Hey. Hey, I said I'm praying for my enemies, I swear I cannot lose. Got them terrified whenever niggas step inside the booth. Barely bragging, but I'm badding up another bruise. Run it up, wavy like a ship, just like Terry, I'm a cruise. I don't need no one to gas me up, I use the hate like fuel. Rubbing shoulders with niggas who claim they know me, I'm confused. Rather break my fucking neck off than to conversate with you. Gun show for these ops, with these cameras I'ma shoot. Coming in with I'm a nod, I plan to move. I can't be stuck here with you dudes. Don't need no hype, I got the proof. They just recycle every move. Call me Home Depot with the tools. I make her legs throw up the deuce. My chain so sick it got the flu. My chain so sick it got the flu. I don't really wanna be for nobody. I'm working, hopping the lane and no swerving. All in the guts like a surgeon. You heard me? Okay, if anyone got problems, hope you listen to these verses. When that Henny's in the system, I'm a whole different person. Got my competition nervous, get it there again on purpose. Last time I tried that humble shit, thought I worked in the circus. Fighting all of these urges to lay down all of these verses. Y'all niggas just make me sick. That fakeness, man, I'm allergic. Oh man, you messed up. All blackly dressed up. Put that clip to your head. Get that boy a fresh cut. Oh man, you messed up. All blackly dressed up. Get the head. Get that boy a fresh cut. Look.
Hey.
Two tails.
Yeah.
That New York play.
Appreciate it.
Look it up. TEWW.
TALEZ. Keep going. Or different beat. What we doing?
Probably gonna run up before you.
Yeah, man. This is what he always
gonna have
does.
to get your own.
He knows that I love to rap. Like I don't rap anywhere, anytime. So like he'll always be like, "Yo, rap." I'm like, "Ah, fuck, nigga. All right, cool. So
You got your girl out there too?
yeah, my girl's like, she's still out there. I told her to come inside. Where she? She's still there. Baby. Baby.
Ghost. Anybody ever been ghosted?
Hey yo, can I ask a
There's
question?
levels to
Can
that,
I ask?
yeah.
Is this a judge-free zone?
Yeah.
Close the
Oh,
door real
yeah,
quick
yeah.
before I ask this question. It's a judge-free zone, right?
You have our attention, sir.
Sir, so let me ask a serious ass question, right? Yo,
She fucking him.
y'all ever announce ejaculation?
What? What do you mean?
Yes.
Y'all ever announce this shit?
I'm about to nut.
Hey, I think this is
All right.
a good question.
Yeah.
No,
Because
real
you
talk.
say
Is this
y'all
a real ass
What,
question?
like I'm about to come?
All right, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so,
I'm about to come. Get
that's
off
what
the
you.
nut.
That's what
Like,
you.
yeah,
You say that, right? Okay, cool.
I feel like
All right, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I'm like, what's the? Because niggas, you can't sound cool.
Get off.
Or you-
I never heard that one.
Get off. You toss that bitch in the hallway?
Get
off!
I'm about to nut.
Bitches tumbling for days, yo.
What the fuck?
Why do you do that? I feel like Johnny.
That's what my
I feel like Johnny,
Y'all trying to get a
yo.
break?
When this nigga's about to, yo, he's stupid.
I mean,
I feel like Johnny when he's about to come, he's like he's opening a pickle jar.
Are you supposed to? Is that proper etiquette?
I didn't know, man. That's just my question. Like, cause nigga, you can't sound cool announcing this shit.
Some girls, they want you to talk. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
They
I
want you
feel
to say it, like-
honestly, it really does depend on who it is.
I'm
'Cause
saying, like, I
some
can't.
people-
Who it is?
Nah, because it's like,
This nigga like, oh, this is fun.
Yo, look,
Nigga,
hold on.
some
Wait,
bitches-
before we even
bitches like
continue,
to
right?
swallow,
Before we even
nigga.
continue, this is
Hey,
yo, this is
yo,
your judgment zone, right? Can I say
Come
whatever
here,
I want?
yo,
Okay,
come
cool.
here.
So yeah, man, nah, you can't. Hey, yo, hold on.
This nigga.
Yo,
Hey,
stupid.
Why?
I'm just saying.
It's stupid.
Some bitches like to swallow, so it's like, all right, you're
What it-
mother nut,
what it-
come here.
What do you
Like,
usually say?
Oh,
What do you say?
That's a good point.
Yo, you know what I be saying?
They'll get mad sometimes. Like, what the fuck?
You know what I be saying?
That shit tastes crazy.
Yo, you know,
You gotta eat more fruit. You better
yo,
drink more
you're a
water.
clown.
Drink
yo.
water.
Vagina juice.
Johnny, you know what you be saying? You gotta blast.
That's what I said.
Wait, hold up.
No, here comes Johnny.
Here's Johnny, man.
Oh man.
Y'all ever see a bitch pussy just like straight drip, like straight dripping, like
Nope.
like straight dripping.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like so soaked, like.
I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it. Like,
Yo,
where my girl at? She's still outside.
He said
Thought
she
she
said.
good.
My shit do not be dripping.
That's funny. It's always the girls that be like bragging the most. Like, oh, my shit is then the third.
Yeah.
It's never that fire.
I swear.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm bad experience.
That's him.
That boy Dave
Giant bitches.
Ask me about Victoria.
Hold on. I'm about to bring up a picture because you know.
Show it.
This was last week.
The boy Dave going down, nigga.
Show the picture to the camera.
Please, don't.
No,
We'll discuss
that's not
this.
even
We'll discuss
that's
this
not
off
Facebook.
camera, my nigga. We'll talk about this off
no,
camera.
you can though, definitely. I don't know who that is.
Yo, I feel like the fetish right now.
Yo.
Jesus, we're not telling black people lying. This nigga's lying. This nigga's
Off
lying.
rip, nigga. Off rip, you lying.
Yeah,
like a
whatever they
motherfucker.
said that nigga did, he did that shit.
That's funny. Whatever he say, he did
I'm
it.
easily winning this case, bro.
That's funny.
Come on, man.
What do y'all be talking? What do y'all be talking about here?
Shit
man?
like this.
A word. Okay, cool.
Inappropriality.
So, facts.
Sing and dance or get up and go
Yeah.
fuck.
There you know it's true. Come on, John.
Wait, hold on.
No one can say
Ow.
it. Yeah,
What was this?
I'm Vanilla and he's this.
Yeah, what was this? Like, what year?
Yeah, it was a gripper girl.
Like the
This is the 80s and shit.
It was the 80s? Got you. Yeah,
This is
yeah,
for
see,
you.
this is before my time.
You still swimming around?
I was outside though.
No, you was a swimmer.
I was just super, y'all.
Yeah, this time you was a swimmer. This time you was just trying to make it.
Yeah, what is you, 95?
Yeah, I was 95.
You was born in 95?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a good year.
That was
like when PlayStation 1 came out.
Was it?
What we just talked about.
You ever heard of PlayStation 1?
Yeah. Have I ever heard of it? I'm not that young, nigga.
Any nigga who wasn't born in 95 just gonna make you feel like he's a baby. Huh?
Yeah, I swear to God, man. But it's all good. It is what it is.
You ever heard of it?
He was born in 01?
Yes. Huh?
He was born in 01.
That ass? No, you wasn't.
Then maybe he's like, maybe that's not the guy, man.
That's baby boy over there.
Yo, that's too funny.
Y'all watch sports? Y'all watch football?
Yeah.
You don't watch football?
I watch football because of my son. My son, like, I used to play football until I was in like high school, and then I was like, man. I'm not
We
playing.
got any Super Bowl predictions before week 1?
Why y'all keep asking this every episode?
Giants,
Before
baby.
Week 1? Nah, it's not every episode. It's
Get
more
some
than
of
this.
his-
You're lit talking about the
Get
Giants
some of
over
his
there.
Yo, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question to you?
Go ahead.
Alright, so you know how they made those lists, right, of like top 50 rappers or whatever? Do you agree with most of them? Do you agree with the one that are like? Do you agree with the one that was like most prominent with like it had like
No.
Joe Budden like third?
Fuck no.
What?
We talked
Fuck
about
no.
that.
You
Yeah.
got
Budden
Joe
say
Budden
yes?
at 3rd?
Yeah.
Bugging.
You got
Get
Joe
the
Budden at 3rd?
Joe, all right. I don't think Joe Budden's third, but I think he's on the list.
Wow.
What are we? All right. What's the criteria? What's the criteria that we're basing the list off?
Whatever the fuck.
I agree with you in that sense of that list is everybody's opinion. And
Yeah, fuck that.
50
I
years,
I
man.
think
It's
that
a
each and every
long
one of those
time for you to think
everyone on
that-
our list can rap very well.
Nah, he
Yeah,
has
Bobby
some-
out.
You just let me.
Yo, you got a session?
What? Yeah, I got another one.
The A room.
Yeah.
I need to grab something from the A room then and bring it to
Go ahead. They're waiting for me anyway. So let's go.
All right. Well, appreciate y'all.
Word. Hell yeah, thank
I'll
you for
rap
fucking coming.
anytime. Just so you guys know, two
Shit,
tails.
what's your fucking social?
Two tails, everything two tails. It's the most
Social.
original. What's your social?
We had to get the birthday.
That's funny.
We've been slowly trying to get this nigga information.
I see
idea on the table.
Nah, facts.
Finish it off.
Yeah, two tails.
Dean about to pull on.
The most original name of all time. So I'm gonna slide off here.
Good luck, brother.
Yes, sir.
You're doing your fucking thing, man.
Absolutely,
You
bro.
need to be on Instagram talking. I'm too titty.
Yeah.
The chancla.
If you've been over my
What
house
the fuck is you doing, Smith?
in the last month,
Yo, I forgot all about
Oh, wait.
What the fuck?
Not next to the dude.
Not next to the dude saying.
Take the deuce.
No!
Oh, that's period on it.
been over the house.
That's period.
Why
That's
is that shit on here?
This nigga.
Yo, who beers is this?
Stuff is this?
Who beers? Yo, we having a fucking tag
Whose
sale
stuff
on
is
Inappropriality.
Whoever
Yeah,
this ain't.
one-
We got
Yeah,
That's a whole outfit. That's
one
one bitch outfit.
If you miss it, what?
That bitch said she bought that shit
my house.
$3.
I don't know.
What kind of people you been having
Who's
a trap?
Yo, it's been all.
Some
it's been all
motherfuckers been
types
going home butt ass naked.
Yeah.
What was that? August was a good month, right?
August was a good
This
month.
is two bitches like
Yeah, I got yo.
without their shoes on their fucking feet.
You got some bears over there.
Yo,
Yeah,
nobody
right,
knows
this-
who shit is this.
Now that nigga Schmidt touching that shit willingly. Willingly. That boy got some erotic into him.
So nobody knows who that is.
He
Nobody
got some
knows.
erotic.
Nobody knows who that is.
All this stuff can be yours. Mike only jerked off on it once.
Yeah, that shit all got Schmidt juice on it.
Oh,
Yeah, that Schmidt juice on all that shit.
Nobody wants that stuff. Go
Them shoes
collect
is
it.
brown.
The fuck.
Yeah, it was all brown. We got
Them
it.
shit's
definitely been worn.
Them shoes look hurt.
Nigga.
All pairs.
This smell like fucking bacalaitos.
The donation center won't even take them shits.
Yeah, wow.
Those some big ass feet.
They all ran
Yo,
to the
yo,
cops.
this one is crazy.
Pool party.
That's some fucking.
right.
What size is that?
Bare feet.
That bitch is mad.
She left with her
started
shoes
at
on.
11.
She didn't need them shit.
Nah,
I
that bitch,
love it.
that bitch left with fucking dick on her
Shaq.
mind. That bitch left with Henny in her stomach and dick on her mind. That's what she left with.
She watching
Give a
right
fuck
now.
about her
Fuck
shoes.
these shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine y'all get a comment saying, "Oh, those mine."
She didn't even know they were going to
thought
run.
that shit
Niggas start
ain't nobody
claiming
claiming this shit.
Niggas start claiming shit like, yo, what size of them fucking chanclas? Nigga? My bitch said she was out at the house.
Oh shit.
Bitch been missing her little left
She,
get up.
she left with them same joint.
No, it was.
She ain't come back with them.
Yo, what if that's all one?
And she had one earring.
Nah, I don't not.
Your
I
bitch
don't-
walk in the house missing any of this. Y'all ain't having a conversation?
What?
Your
Nigga.
bitch missing any of this on the
You
table.
come back, nigga, with one earring. Hair fucked up.
Oh.
Fuck you do? Where you
Hair
go?
fucked up.
They call that nigga
I was
Mike.
at Mike's house.
They coming here.
Simply that. I was at Mike's house.
I was
walks
doing a
away.
podcast.
There's a lot of mics.
Oh,
I was doing
shit.
a podcast.
She was doing a podcast.
That's exactly why this bitch ain't
Yeah,
got no
that's
clothes.
next week. We doing the Thoughtcast, man. The
Well, we
Thoughtcast
need a
coming
stripper
soon,
for
man.
episode 69.
Podcast
So
coming soon,
anybody
man.
know any strippers that's willing to come on this bitch?
And bust it wide open for the fucking camera. Yeah.
It is free
How
promo.
many
You
episodes
don't
are
get
out?
paid.
I-
don't care
I'll
if it's
allow it.
50.
He said
I ain't complaining.
Yeah.
And we 10 away from the Thoughtcast.
We're gonna do 10 1-minute episodes next week.
No bullshit. You ain't shit.
We need to speed this up.
Just we're clocking it every day.
Alright, motherfucker.
Yo, don't y'all think like fucking at somebody else's crib is like way more exciting?
I think just fucking outside of wherever you fuck is exciting.
Word. I feel that.
Fucking in public in general is exciting. Fucking anywhere you ain't supposed to fuck is exciting. Fucking with other people around and they don't know you fucking is exciting. Like Like if right now, if I could just walk up and fucking your studio, y'all niggas just having this nonsense, motherfucker, I'd come back so fucking.
Yo, nigga.
I'd have a glow. I'd have a glow.
Like what?
You really know what's fucking Virgo.
Nigga.
Some bitch, motherfucker.
Nigga, yeah, nah, I know feel.
Come on, man. He said, I know that feeling. You ain't shit.
That shit is ill. Like, yo.
You guys don't like exposés like that? You don't like them live risque?
Sign me up.
That's like,
Nah, definitely has some.
nigga, nobody living better than Matt. I'm telling you. I keep saying this shit. I say this shit every. August was.
You see that shit? Matt didn't put all that shit on the table.
Matt got a shorty.
Biting his
Never.
Nah, not at all. Like, I'm telling you, Matt living good.
I have a good life.
He's living well.
I mean,
Like,
his girlfriend and him have a girlfriend. For all you guys that don't know, I can just infer that right now. Oh no, that's not what that meant? Oh shit.
if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing? It don't sound like
Working.
word.
I'll just be working, bro. I got somebody waiting for me to work.
Word.
Now this dude, that dude I was talking about, Don ZOP. Maybe I should have him come in here. Say something on the mic. But yeah, I just be making
Battery
beats.
died, bro.
It says it's picking up, but they're saying they can't hear us.
That nigga suck.
So do I just pull this out?
Yeah, I got it. How long ago is that?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually about to, I've been looking at spots in the city. I'm about to try to open a studio in the city. I've been looking at Brooklyn. And I just looked at one in Queens today. But it's like, for the price of this whole building right here, I'll get like a room this size.
That's everybody doing it out there.
That's wild.
I got a couple connects. Like I had some people that traveled all the way fucking last Friday just from the city. It took them like, I think they was doing something else on the way, but it took them like fucking 4 hours.
I got a plate of them. I mean, I'm on the way to.
That's where
Nah, motherfuckers be doing that. You know what I mean? That swipey shit.
I'm trying to get on serious, so like.
You serious about serious?
Yes, man, for real. So. That's
How can you do that?
I don't fucking have a clue.
Oh, you ain't serious about serious.
Nah, what I did.
Oh, you probably gotta buy a station.
You have to have. I mean.
Or find somebody that will let you
that
go on there.
There's a bunch of shit that I did look into.
Yo, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Fuck.
No, that'd be dope.
Like
Yeah, man, you gotta set your goals at least.
For
You know
real
what I mean?
bullshit. And snort them shit.
That's one thing that I don't think people do is they don't like visualize like some shit that might be unachievable is really achievable. Anything's achievable.
Yeah, you aim for that motherfucker. Even if you fall short, you want higher than not aiming for shit at all.
Yeah. Every loss is a lesson. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fucking life.
what do you plan on doing? What do you want to do? Like in the long run?
To that section that you got.
I want to get to the point where I don't got to record motherfuckers and I can just make beats and songs all day. You know, that's what I love to do. Even if they're references for other people, I don't care if they like. If I showed you some of the songs that I wrote, like you'd be like, wait, that's you? Like, no. I could write a song for. I feel like I could do any type of song. You know what I mean? And I got singers and shit. Like, oh, that's another one of my artists, my boy Rome. He just came back from LA. Dope ass singer.
Mulatto music.
Yeah, from Mulatto. Yeah. Holmes, me and him used to play in a jazz band together. He was a drummer, I was a guitarist and shit.
Who's that? From Toronto?
No, he's from Connecticut.
Yeah, he's originally from Hartford.
He was
He
a
moved
singer
out here
from
for high school. Yeah, he used to sing for Mulatto, like the main singer type shit.
Heard.
But yeah,
Introduce yourself. I gotta talk in this shit.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to the camera.
Oh, matter of
nah,
fact.
Oh, I bet. Oh, well, somebody asked me a question, I guess.
Alright, go ahead. Where you from?
I'm Don ZOP. I'm from Middletown, Connecticut. And, yeah.
They just asked me why you don't think no one has really fully made it out of this area yet. And I was telling them like, motherfuckers is on their way. I told them you on your way. Like,
I mean, I think it's a combination of reasons. I mean, I ain't trying to get all deep into that shit, but like, I think it's a combination of reasons. I think it's a mixture of music. what you're trying to make and sound. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody copies what's going on. A lot of people copy what's going on, and some people try to make the wrong kind of music coming from certain areas. You know what I'm saying? And that's not gonna resonate with the world. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, for example, like if you know, from Nebraska making drill music, nobody want to hear that shit. If you're from Chicago, they want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I just think people got to find the real direction and find out who they are. Really.
Find their lane.
Yeah, find your lane. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people just copy their favorite rappers or whoever, you know, whatever.
That's a good answer.
So, you know, but
that's only part of it, too.
It's part of it.
You can still find your lane and still not fucking...
Yeah, exactly. You can have a lane and then
you just be on the bullshit. Like
it really is like, it's connections, bro.
You gotta stay consistent, too. Like, people would be like, I make music, come out with a project, and then
but they do it for 2 years and they quit.
And then like...
So, you know, it's consistency. And it's money. You got to put money behind yourself. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You ain't got no money, you might as well quit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going to go viral, do some dumb shit, go viral. But even that shit, like, how long you going to let... You need bread. You know what I'm saying?
At that one viral sensation.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want that, you know, it is what it is. But I think, you know, if you, like you said, stay consistent, put some money behind yourself. You need a team. You can't do everything all by yourself.
There is a formula. I feel like there is a formula. Like, if you really do this shit and you got the music... Don Hooley.
Yeah, I only drink Tito's, but fuck it. Oh no, let the Tito's.
Don, that's the Don, bro.
No, fuck
that's
that.
the Don.
I got Tito's in the other room. I ain't drinking that shit.
He's a Tito. Yo, he needs to get sponsored by Tito's.
I only drink Tito's. But yeah, I agree. It's a combination of things, man. The good thing about Connecticut, though, I just came back from Colorado, and I was out there and just asking them about their music scene, and they're really into like EDM and electric kind of music, whatever. But long story short, they was just saying, like, they're not really close to, like, surrounding states is like, you know, fucking South Dakota and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, like, at least with Connecticut, we close to, like, a New York City and a Boston. That's a good part. We fall in between it, you know what I'm saying? So you have you have a chance to mingle with...
Especially Connecticut. City. Connecticut is the breeding ground to make it as for a New York artist.
Everybody come here.
For a New York artist, they're coming. If you can't make it out of Connecticut, then you're not going anywhere else. Like that's their way, because everyone's all right. You popping in New York, you popping in New York. All right, now where are you gonna go next? You're going up to Connecticut. You can go to New Jersey. It's kind of the same thing. But once you get into Connecticut and you get farther up, then you get to Springfield. Then you get to, you know what I'm saying? Like look at French and Max. Like that's how they came. So like, if motherfuckers use that same energy towards a Connecticut artist or a mass artist or a New England artist in general, like that's what it's really gonna take. I feel like.
And another thing on top of that too, I feel like belief, like when you from Harlem, if you're from Harlem, right, and you grow up in Harlem and you be like, yo, I think I'm gonna rap. You feel like you probably gonna make it because like 90,000 niggas came from Harlem. Yeah. You know, when you from places people never came from, sometimes the motivation don't be there like that.
Yeah. Or other people can't believe that.
Yeah.
I'm coming from the same place. Nah, you can't make it.
Exactly.
I'm right here. I'm not making it. Like,
that's fine. So you know, it's kind of on some real shit. It's kind of being a little delusional. You gotta be a little delusional. You gotta have some money and you gotta have a team, man. And like you said, consistency. You know what I'm saying? Consistency.
And your team has to believe in your delusion.
You gotta believe in your delusion too, exactly. You gotta be just delusional and shit. That's facts, man.
I think you made an important point. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, saying that you absolutely have to put the craft before anything. Like even damn near.
You have to sacrifice.
Like you have to. Like you have to. That the craft has to come first.
Yeah.
It's a fucking struggle.
And it's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, it's how it goes. I mean, and you know, people like to make up excuses like. No funny shit. Like, well, I don't know how much he told you, but like, you know, I got a deal a couple of years ago with Republic Records and shit, and you know, like, you know, there's people that was around in the beginning that aren't around no more, but because they think like they got little life problems, they can miss little things that we do, and I'm not an asshole, not like that. But I let everybody got problems. Though. I got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? I got to run around with them. You know what I'm saying? I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got life issues. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, you know, if you order a shirt from H&M and they say, hey, we can't deliver your shirt because my grandmother died last week. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You'll be upset as hell. You know what I'm saying?
I deal with that too. Like, people try, like, I got people who do monthly, like, oh, yo, I can't come up with $100 or $200 or I this month, you know what I'm saying? But my landlord ain't gonna accept that.
No, they don't go fuck.
My kids ain't gonna accept that.
Somebody else gonna.
You want a free session? Like, well, my kids ain't gonna get a free meal. Like,
nah. So, you know, that's a part of that shit too, man. Just like really, like being dedicated, like every. You You know what I'm saying?
You gotta sacrifice. That's
it's a sacrifice, dog. You gonna miss something to try and.
You need people around you who can accept the sacrifice. Too. Like your loved ones have to really like, or it's not.
Or if not, you just got slide.
Yeah, you really do. If you want to make it, or you're gonna be miserable.
Word up.
I heard that. You got any projects out?
Yeah, I have a project out right now called Bad Kid Good Trip. I did it like that's actually the shortest project I ever made in my life.
We just linked up recently and we just started cooking up. And
I made that shit like 4 days and just put it out.
Where's that at?
Where I went to Mohegan Sun. It's a casino. I laid like a lot of like reference ideas down there. The first 2 nights, and then I came here and re-recorded everything else in the last 2 days, and we kind of mixed everything. Like what, good 10 hours straight that night.
Yeah. And that's on everything.
Oh yeah, yes everywhere. Whatever you call it, all streaming platforms and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Got music videos out for some of them. So yeah.
Dope is local. Like as a local art, I don't even want to call him a local artist because he's more.
I'm local.
But dope is videos. I see. Look at that.
That's facts. I would say that. Ain't nobody fucking with videos.
Ready be cooking is
Ape too, but yeah, you know, Ape's my guy. Ape the best around the way in general.
Start.
In a couple of seconds.
But yeah, I say that for sure. I don't talk crazy, but like, you know what I'm saying? I be but like,
I'll say that for you.
The video shit, I'll take that.
Definitely check out those videos.
Yeah, check them out. They dope.
What's that channel? Where's those at too?
You just write down Don ZOP on YouTube. You see, I got a bunch of shit pop up. Got videos, vlogs that kind of show my life when I first got the deal. Shit that went on during, Complex Con, me and certain people. All that.
Holmes got a Push a T feature for free.
Say that. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I went on a tour with Push. The Daytona tour. So that was dope. He gave me he heard something, fucked with it, just jumped on it. He sent it back to me like. I thought it was a master version of the track, and then I heard my second verse was gone. I heard Push coming. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. So like,
that shit was. What did that feel like that first time hearing that?
Nah, I was bent. I just left the club. Honestly, it was with my boys, and we just left the club, and I think I was trying to get some ass, honestly. And I got a text from Steven Victor. Never really text nigga. Steven Victor's the one who signed me. That's he's now the Def Jam president or vice president. But long story short, I got the text in the car, and I know there was master in the record, so I thought they sent the master back. So I put it on. We had just put it up to my boy shit, and I'm listening and trying to hear. I'm like, this sounds better. I wasn't even master, but I just thought it was. I'm bad. I'm like, it sounds better. Yeah, this shit sounds good. Then I hear, woo, I'm so free. Like Pushers came in with some crazy shit, and they said my name, like in the first 4 bars, and I was like, I just don't even want to hear no more after that. I just started screaming. I pulled the aux out, and then we started going upstairs, and then Steven Victor FaceTimed me, and then Pusha T was on the call. Word. And we just talked. I was screenshotting the whole time. You know how the iPhone shows you screenshot? I was screenshotting the whole thing. I'm like, I ain't even give a fuck. But yeah, he was cool. We had a cool conversation and shit. And then a little bit after that, I got invited to go on some of the tour dates and shit. So he's a good guy though. Way different in real life than what I would have, assumed him to be. Push is a luxury drug rapper. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what to expect. Nicest guy in the world. You know what I'm saying? Mad, down to earth, humble, and I just learned a lot from him just being in the studio, just watching him work. To be honest, like he's just different.
That's right. What you got planned for the year?
Shit, we don't know, man. I just go with the strokes. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on. Pause. You think it's from New York? I'm 28 years old. I ain't pausing shit. But nah, I think it's crazy. Whoa. No, we working some things out for the rest of the year. I'm waiting for a situation right now. With just label stuff, bro, you know what I'm saying? So, you gotta be patient with this kind of things. But you got a lot of music sitting. I mean, just from the time I met you, I was actually going through some stuff yesterday. Maybe I wouldn't say a month and a half now. And we got a lot of stuff sitting. And so I just record every day, bro. I just record a lot of records, honestly. And just some shit you never gonna use, some shit is practice, some shit is staying in the gym. Word. And some shit is fire.
Word. That's dope. I should say that. I never heard nobody say that and put that like that before. That's dope. I'm glad that you thinking like that.
Yeah. It's I say I tell people we don't choose the records that that go. You know, people choose it. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't attached it.
That'll be the last one you think sometimes.
Exactly. You can be emotionally attached to a record and you can love it so much, but nobody else can give a fuck. But they might like the other joint. You know what I'm saying? So you just it's good to make a lot of different kinds of music, be versatile, and just throw stuff out and see what the people gravitate to. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole thing.
Alright, motherfuckers.
Alright.
This is a fire
Don't
episode.
drink Don Julio or that nasty shit.
Nah, you
get some
crazy.
Tito's, it's gluten-free vodka. You drink every day, keep your belly flat, man.
Ain't nobody vegan.
Keep your
over
dick
here.
hard when you fucking some hoes.
Niggas are young. We ain't got those problems. Oh shit, yo. Definitely great having you out, man. Thank you for having us in the fucking studio, for real. Thank you for letting us be here.
Yeah, it's like you guys are like the first podcast to, you know what I mean, hit me up and do this.
Those other people still around? I haven't seen them post shit in a little bit.
The weed podcast, yeah, they kind of had a little falling out, I guess.
Oh damn.
And like some shit they had going on got interrupted.
Oh damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, shit. We still here.
Yeah.
We still kicking. We go.
So, yeah. I got a new one starting up with some girls. It's honestly gonna be like it's kind of gonna be like the girl version of this, I think.
Let's
from the questions you're asking me.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
I didn't
Like
even
it's
ask
this
her.
chick that's got like a Snapchat. Her Snapchat's pretty popular. And she be like,
He came back with the bottle.
yeah, you gotta show that shit.
Word.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Until next time, man. It's Inappropriality. We out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Forget to put my family first. That's my word. I made this one for all my sisters and all my brothers, all my aunties and my uncles, my father, my mother, all my nieces. Got no nephews, but got plenty.